Take your time. It takes an amazing woman to be able to come in and to be able to handle step kids and
Mhm.
your kids' mother. It's a lot going on. It
Yeah.
takes an amazing woman to be able to come into that situation and be able to be okay with it.
Mhm.
So I would tell you to get yourself together, put yourself in a situation where your kids are steady, they got somewhere to lay their head, everything is okay, their mom is okay, and who knows if their mom is ever going to be okay with what you're doing. It's not really about getting her okay.
Yeah.
It's about your sanity
Mhm.
because you'll be put in a situation where you're trying to make her happy, you're trying to make the kid's mother happy. The kids are. It's a lot going on. So
Sure.
take your time. Worry about yourself, and
Mhm.
then when you know everything is settled in, then you can move forward with whatever to add to your life.
Okay. Earl, what you got, man?
I would have stood on business a lot sooner.
Mhm.
I feel like I gave my kids' mother a lot of grace. I would, turn the other cheek, be the better person, do this, do that. I was trying to do everything to keep the family dynamic together.
Yeah.
It was very important for me that my kids, because I had two separate kids close in age, I
Mhm.
wanted them to grow up together.
Yeah.
So I would do little things to, that I didn't feel comfortable doing, but I feel
Yeah.
like it was what she wanted me to do. I then realized that we can't be on the same page when I'm not even a co-author.
Mm.
You're writing a book and you're not even giving me footnotes or anything. I didn't get a point of
Gotcha.
reference or nothing. It's like, this is the playbook we're running. Are you with it or not?
Mhm.
So I made a hard decision. It was a hard no. I drew a line in the sand. My daughter was in high school and it's been that way ever since. Just like, all right, for my own peace and sanity, I had to just draw a line in the sand, say, you do you, I'm gonna do me. And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's absolutely okay. I have tried. I
Mhm.
know I put my hardest into trying to make that thing work. Like I said, numerous times I'm like, okay, yeah, I said I wasn't gonna do it this weekend, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Just because, one, you miss your kids.
Mhm.
And then two, you're like, all right, if this is what I have to do to keep this family together, then that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
But I realized now that that wasn't always the case because I was always the one bending and trying to do things for the betterment of
Yeah.
the family when it was always a one-way street. So
Gotcha.
I
And
stood
and
on
that's
business.
like us with men. We're always saying we last. Let
Hmm.
me make sure everybody else is good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
let me make sure you all are good, and we do what needs to be done, and we take those hits, and
Mm-hmm.
all those hits don't feel good.
No.
But we're like, I'm a man. I'm gonna take it. I'll go lick my wounds in the corner over here. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
y'all good. I'm good because of that, and that can be weighing with time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could take that a few times, but
Only so
consistently,
much. Hmm.
everybody's got a limit. So I get that. I get that.
I want to also say, uh, when you're dealing with co-parenting, a lot of situations, such as myself, we had our kids. We had our first son 19 plus years ago.
Hmm.
19 years ago, I couldn't tell you who I was as a man. I
Yeah.
can tell you who I am now as a
Right.
man.
Sure.
So
Sure.
a lot of the times, it's not going to be a situation where mom and you are best friends. That
Hmm.
may not be, doable at all.
Right.
But be a father and don't put yourself in the situations where um, whatever your kid's mother's definition of a father is, you're trying to fit into that
Hmm.
square. Like you don't have to fit into any square. You know what you want to do. You know what being a father is. You know what that means. Be that.
Yeah.
Don't try to be busy trying to, appease anyone because of what you think their definition of a father is and you're trying to fit into that box. That's not necessary.
Okay. Okay.
Being a dad, I mean, you have to protect, provide, and lead.
Yeah.
And you have to almost be unapologetic. Like, this
Right.
is the direction that the family is going in. Let's go. If you're
Yeah.
with it, you with it. If you're not, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the way that I want to raise my kids. So,
Right.
I like that.
yeah.
And it's easy to do that when you have that aligned with the Bible.
Right.
Yes,
Because it's like
absolutely.
I'm not trying to say on my authority.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
This
Christian.
says it
Right.
right here.
This is what God is telling me to do as a father, as a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on standing on that authority. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yep.
And if you have the right woman with you, she's able to see that and ride with that as a help me should.
Yes.
Versus saying I'm gonna buck the system and I'm just gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
Well, okay.
See how that works out for you.
Okay.
One of the biggest
Right.
things that we preach, and my favorite podcast that we did is choose wisely.
Okay.
You have to make these decisions up front.
Oh,
Don't
I was going to
get
hit on that, but I'm
mad.
glad you brought that up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't
Talk
meant
to me about it. No. We didn't hit it now. Talk to me about it.
You cannot, make that decision late night. Oh yeah, this feels good and this is fun, and then now, for the next 20 years, you in church praying like, Lord, please help me. What
Yeah.
did I do? It was that decision.
Yeah.
Don't forget what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Because oftentimes we'll be like, she did this, she did that. You don't understand. My mom and I used to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Because she raised a single child.
Sure.
So she's talking to me from a woman's perspective, a mother's perspective. And here I am coming as a man, as a father, like, you don't understand. We couldn't connect.
Right.
Till I gracefully was like, all right, you have to take ownership for some of the things that you did. You
Sure.
have to choose wisely. You laid down with her.
Yeah.
You chose
Yeah.
to make these 2 kids
Mm-hmm.
at the same time.
Mm.
Where's your onus?
Come on.
And I was
That's
like,
accountability.
okay. Yeah, it was hard. It
Accountability.
was heavy.
Yeah.
But thank you, Mom, for giving me those lessons. I didn't want to hear, but it was something I needed to hear.
And that's a good mother that gave it to you regardless.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah, choose wisely, man. That was something that was really close, near, and dear to my heart. Just for the simple fact that choosing wisely when it comes to anything, whether it be job opportunities, your career, you know, a decision that can get you locked up or not get you locked up, especially the person that you decide that you want to lay next to every day for the rest of your life, or that you want to have children with. You are connected for the rest of your life. Make sure that you are
I'm
making.
sorry. Say that one more time, please, sir.
You,
into the mic too, also.
you are connected for the rest of your life, regardless of whether or not.
Mm.
I used to get caught up and say, oh, when they're 18, look, I'm gonna see her when my kids have kids, when there's something going on. I'm gonna see her all. That's my decision. That's my cross to bear. So please understand when you're making these fly by night decisions, when you're doing stuff or dealing with somebody that you couldn't even see yourself going to McDonald's with, make sure that you are making the decisions in a right frame of mind and understand that you are connecting yourself with this person for the rest of your life. It's one of the biggest decisions that you'll ever make.
That's one thing that you can't undo. Like, you can
Yeah.
get married to somebody and, get a divorce or things like that. You can buy a house and you don't like the neighborhood, you can sell the house, but you cannot undo that situation.
No.
Yeah.
I was talking to a coworker and he was like, most men think longer and harder about buying a car than they do who they sleep with.
Yeah.
And I said, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You will show
That's
up
real,
at
man.
you will show up at a club,
Yeah.
not know anybody, and be like, she's the one.
Yeah.
Very rare when we go to a car lot and be like, yeah, I'll take that one.
Right.
You done thought about it, you done researched, oh yeah, this got this gas mouth, you done
Got
did
some
the Carfax
on
yeah,
it.
she got all that.
Yeah.
All that. Absolutely.
But she looking good, so
Yeah.
she wins tonight. No, our priorities are all jacked up.
Choose wisely, gentlemen.
Yes, indeed. So basically, what we're trying to say is that you got to move smart. I'm looking to the camera when I'm saying this. See, they understand
Please
it. I'm
do.
not talking to them. I'm talking to you right here. Listen to this podcast. Make good decisions. Okay. Stop chasing women. Chase that Bible.
Yes.
Okay. And when the Bible makes you the man you're supposed to be, he will lead you to the woman who's actually going to be a good woman for you. All right.
Absolutely.
Trust and believe. Trust and
Absolutely.
believe. All right. Back to our conversation. Had to get that for them.
Absolutely.
All right. So, next question. Many fathers struggle with guilt or frustration. How do you guard your heart and keep from becoming bitter so that your child still sees Christ through you?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Go ahead, man.
It took a while. Some of the things, or even maybe some of the behavior with my kids, I could see that it was because of lack of seeing me, the differences, the things that their mom and I would go through. You could just tell that any kind of bad or derogatory behaviors kind of came from that situation, and
Yeah.
I really beat myself up because of it. In and out of court, trying to get custody, spent so much money that I didn't have. Um, I felt like I was paying all this money, working all these hours, and I couldn't see my kids. I was really down on myself about the entire situation because it just seemed like no matter what I did or whatever I decided to do, it just never went my way. So, like I said, I told you before that last question, prayer really kind of brought me out of that dark place and made me to understand that regardless of what I was feeling and going through, that my kids are still watching. It was definitely a situation to where you hear older folks say, "Hey, do as I say, not as I do," but that's just not a true statement.
Yeah.
They're gonna do as you do.
Yeah.
They're watching you even when you think they're not watching you. So I had to kind of put myself in a position where I was doing more for my kids to be proud of me, for me to be proud of myself, kind of bringing me out of that dark place and setting myself up to where is being the man that I know they needed to be as a
Hmm.
father, and hoping and wishing they saw me and see me getting up for work every single day, making sure that I was doing everything that I needed to do to be visible,
Yeah.
to be there.